Hey, welcome back to Jazzy's Beauty. It's your girl Jazzy. And today I'm just gonna do a quick look. I was going out but not going out. Like it wasn't like a party or anything. It was just like a little get together. So I decided to use my Party Animal palette by Laura Lee. And I also use my Beauty Gems palette from Ulta Beauty. Anybody that knows me knows that I spend all my money at Ulta. Yes, I love them so much. So right now I'm going in with the dark purple and my cut crease. I must say that I absolutely love this palette. Like, I love this palette. The colors are pigmented. It's so smooth. I don't have much fallout or anything. I just absolutely love this palette. So right now I'm going in with that pink. I used every color in this palette besides orange. And I was like really trying to find some way to put the orange, but I didn't want to do too much, so I just left it as is. So right now I'm just blending in the purple and the pink together so that it gives you a nice, clean blend, that it doesn't look harsh or anything. So I'm gonna use the black from my Beauty Gems palette. The top broke off, guys. I don't know how, but it did. So I plan on going back to get another one of those palettes because I really like this palette too. It's really pigmented too. But it's like 5 different shades of black in this palette, and I wanted to use this shade because it was dark enough. But because it was dark, you don't want to use too much. So I had to be really careful with using this palette and this shade because, like I said, I didn't want it to be too much and then overshadow the purple or any of the other colors I was going for. So yeah, guys, please know that blending is super important. Like, I've been on Instagram and I've been watching everybody, and they always zoom up on the eyes and like, baby, do you see that blend? That's the goal you want. But don't mind me and my concealers. I do have them sitting on top of the setting powder from Black Opal. I was just too lazy to put it on my hand because my hands, I've been having allergic reaction to stuff. And not that I'm allergic to the makeup, I'm just being really careful now with what I do. But I always have a hard time getting my cut crease to look the same on my left eye. My right eye be like, okay, yeah, we're gonna bust this out. My left eye be like, yeah, not happening today. But sometimes if I do my left eye first, my right eye give me a hard time. So I have my days. They're picky sometimes. Like, even my brows, I was telling my mom that my brows look perfect in this video. But any other time, yeah, it just takes me a long time. So like I said, I'm using the same palette for this whole video. And I'm going in with this blue. It was 2 shades of blue. This dark blue gives me life. Like, it gives me so much life. And then I'm gonna go in with the lighter blue. It's like a sky blue, baby blue color. And that one was giving me a hard time because it was like not taking in some places, and then when it would take, it would look so clumped up in one spot. So I was kind of getting frustrated with that. And the same thing with the green. The green was taken like closer to the blue, but when it was time to put it in my crease or closer in my eyelid in the corner, it was frustrating. But I made it work. It did the same thing. Like, as you see, it looks clumped up and everything. So I had to really like blend. I really like my right eye more than my left eye. And you know, you have your good days, but I'm practicing so I could get both eyes to look the same. But yeah, I'll be back with my voice. Now I'm going to open this eyeliner. I tried to be cute and open it with one hand, but as you see, that didn't work. This is a really liquid eyeliner. Like, it's really liquidy. I love it because when it dries matte. However, you have to be super careful and take your time. I've been using this one for a while now. I use a pen as well, but the store that I get them from doesn't sell it anymore. So now I'm currently looking for another store because I never thought I would like not use it again. But in the meantime, I've been using liquid eyeliners, and this has been working really well for me, and I love it. So I gave myself a wing liner, and I didn't want to do too much because like the look itself is already enough. And I love eyeliner. Like every look I do, I wear eyeliner. And I know some looks don't require it, but that I just do it. So right now, I already put my foundation on, and I'm just going in with my concealer in the shade Toffee. And I put that everywhere where, like, when you take a picture and you see that sometimes you have light spots certain places, that's where I put it. So I put it in under my eyes, around the creases of my nose and my lip, and the bridge of my nose and my forehead, and on my chin. And y'all see me talking, that's because I was listening to music, and I was dancing, and I was rapping, and I was singing, because I thought this was American Idol. And yeah, don't pay me no attention. I like to have fun. So I'm just blending, and I promise you guys, it's gonna look crazy because I don't blend out all the way, like, and sometimes, and when doing my makeup. And for me, it's because I'm gonna blend it out more after I put on the setting powder and I contour. And a lot of people be like, well, wouldn't it look like that? Like, wouldn't it not look blended if you put on the setting powder? Because the setting powder is supposed to set it there and everything. It's a method to my madness. I promise you. I've done it and it's always worked. So right now I'm just taking my black opal medium shade setting powder and I'm placing everywhere where I put my concealer. And I'm pressing it, and just making sure it gets in. And as you can see, it's starting to blend some of the concealer out anyway. But this method has worked with me for a while. I didn't start off that way. I spent most of my time blending out my concealer than anything. I promise you, my eyebrows, my eyeliner, my eyeshadow, and my concealer took the longest. Everything else was fine. These three took the longest. But I'm gonna stop talking because I feel like I'm talking too much, and I know you guys don't want to hear me talk all day.